Hi, welcome to Rick Snider's Washington, here on YouTube where you get the whole story. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Well, on Capitol Hill, there are hearings going on about whether Washington, D.C. should become a state. Well, in this new format, the National Mall downtown would still be federal land, but the rest of it would be a state. Do we deserve it? I'm not sure. I am a native Washingtonian whose family has been here since the 1810 census. So when I walk the streets, I sometimes think about my grandfather and great-grandfather and those before I didn't meet walking these same streets. So it means something to me. Does Washington, D.C. deserve not to be a territory but a state? That's a great question. I know we can sit here and say, well, pay more taxes in 23 states, have more people than these states. That's not the question really that we're looking at. The question is whether the Republican Party can tolerate two more Democratic senators coming in with no path to balance it. Usually when we have brought states into this country, it's been a balancing act, free state, slave state back in Civil War times, things like that. We don't have that. We don't have option B, unfortunately. We can't go tell Cuba, hey, want to be a state? Puerto Rico, it's territory, is Democrat. Guam, too. So there isn't another way to pull this out. Last time a state came in was Hawaii, 1959, after Alaska the year before. And one was Democrat, one's a Republican. So that's the hardest part here. It's not whether Washingtonians deserve a voice in Congress. I never thought, well, it's a state. Does it really deserve it? But I tell you what, after January 6th, I changed my mind and said, this city is held vulnerable to people that it shouldn't be held vulnerable to and should have some kind of statehood to protect our rights. And so I don't think it's going to happen today or tomorrow, but I think at some point down the road, Washington, D.C. will get to be a state. And probably we change a little bit of how everything goes, and maybe they break off another state. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And this week is something to watch here in Washington. I'm Rick Snider for Rick Snider's Washington. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.